Boy, you would.
Three bud. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Spot.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Mark 50, Mark 54. You must be getting tired.
On second and 11 now. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. And you're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Oh, my God.
Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll get this one way up. Shy of the 45-yard line.
That's good for Baltimore. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go,
This is Ingram on first and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Kill.
They run from the pistol with Ingram. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it third and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's third and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Plus 54.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner.
X3, 218, chopper. Check 26.
From the end zone, Tannehill. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Ready? 18 gainer. 57. Here we go. Smooth.
From the gun, here's Tannehill.
Wow, you literally ran a route, bro.
He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Change that up.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
About what?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Where that came from.
Got it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Watch the slant. Ready.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Tannehill. And Walker has it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Good throw there to start the second possession. Maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we're going to get him settled. It's not easy after you're throwing a pick six. You might want to just
hold that block.
But I think in most cases, you want to give him easy throws that he's comfortable with to get him going again. And it's not necessarily just throwing one or 2 yards. What throws does he like to make? Give him a couple of those and get him going.
Definitely looked like one he was comfortable with on the last throw. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, that man, Derrick Henry, boy, was he one of the stories of the postseason. Leading rusher in the NFL during the regular season, but even then, kind of under the radar. But he really showed America how valuable he was during that Titans postseason run. A 3-game stretch starting with Week 17. Charles, 211 against Houston, 182 versus the Pats, and 195 in Baltimore.
And what I think is surprising for people is, as you said, he was under the radar. But if you go back 2 seasons when they had a little bit of playoff success, remember when they won in Kansas City? People remember the play where Marcus Mariota got the ball batted back to him. What they may have forgotten was Derrick Henry shredding the Kansas City defense with well over 100 yards in that game. So at playoff time, when he plays big, which he normally does, Tennessee tends to have success. That's the kind of back that they have in Derrick Henry.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
30 base.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Set, 8, read. Check. Christian, travel. Hey, exit.
On first down, Tannehill. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there.
Definitely.
Keeps the sticks moving.
Tight end right. Hey, 4 down.
On first down, it's Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Understood.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to get
And this is caught inside the 5.
Yeah, you looking at the wrong guy.
They are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He was looking at the wrong guy.
So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6.
Check. Hey, Wood.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's got Lewis. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
But your one guy stuck
was
2
never
people. I don't know
lost,
where
and
the
that's a
fuck the other
good
dude was
thing to
going.
say,
Like,
great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
quick score. Pick 6.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
He's scored on offense.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? They start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Boy. You should have, because he's slow as fuck. That's what I'm saying.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I know he ain't got it.
Jackson. They go screen. This is
Look at that block. Oh, my.
Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Yeah,
he finds Roberts complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
And at Baltimore,
Watch the twins.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40 and down to the 29-yard line.
Yeah,
the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll run it.
Boy,
Good
you still
coverage
ain't learned.
downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket.
This is quarterback, bro.
Got to the sticks and picked up the 1st down.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Record. Mike 54.
From the gun, Jackson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Okay.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Man open left side is Brown. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. 4th down. Here's Jackson. forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Switch.
Here's Tannehill. Sets up the screen to Lewis. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill complete. This is Lewis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts.
Whistling that damn arrow.
As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, Tannehill.
Oh, my God.
And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis as the first half is winding down. And the Titans
Shit, I didn't even see that little part of the route. So I'm like, where the fuck is the receiver going?
Suck up for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Titans 14, Ravens 7.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Pick 6 all day. Don't fool myself.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 40.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half.
Nice
And a
play.
double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor, and they will set up.
Yeah, that's tell you. I didn't think he was going to be able to make the play, though. But
Shot in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One set. Check Mike 54. Move.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
Oh.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
Hayden,
And
okay.
they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Check pass.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Mike 55.
On first and 10, it's Jackson.
Thank you. Oh.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Don't let him breathe, defense. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's put him on the buses.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Titans are able to extend their
He's gonna
lead.
blitz the fuck out of me this
Always
first time.
important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the
It was an engaged
fortitude
8, fool.
of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
And this how it look like really in real life and shit.
And the
Just
decision to
downhill.
bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that looks like real life for real. Like they running.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Perfect scheme.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the
you still got it. You got
from
the
a
X factor.
defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be
hit you
sloppy,
before you
you've
was
got to
too
take
late.
advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right.
Thank you.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City.
Yeah.
But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Tannehill, he's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed.
Well, he was burnt toast. Literally like Richard Sherman.
3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll give Henry another shot. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Almost got through that bitch.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Henry. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down now. It's Ingram, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Oh, give me that.
The throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. They'll roll him out right. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. A first down carry for Henry.
Oh.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes.
You knew what I was doing.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Derrick Henry. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. On the draw, this is Lewis. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
You had all the guys blitzing in the middle, bro. I was like, oh,
Lewis. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
no, you just said it. I know how to stop Lamar Jackson.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson buying time to his left.
I think he was running for his life.
He was looking for Mark Ingram there.
No.
And it's 3rd and short.
the
Another
receiver
wayward
was,
pass.
yeah,
things started out
I
poorly
thought
in this game. To be
which
frank, they
one?
just really haven't
No.
gotten much better.
And
Lamar
all
had
that
some
does
hounds on him.
is embolden the secondary. They feel good about
Oh,
what's
wow.
going on, and they just play better and better.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously, the pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
If I had time, I
Jalen
would.
Ferguson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On second down, it's Henry, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Wow.
Come
on, Mariota.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Jackson from the shotgun, eluding the pressure right. They'll try and run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now it's Jackson. Got a man that's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And the Titans are going to recover the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before.
Oh, you can't throw the ball now? Come on.
Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
I don't think he is. Oh, yeah. That's, you know, sure?
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
No.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth.
No, bro, that wasn't the post. That was a fly. That was a goat.
Ready.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And this is going to be caught, but
Oh,
they'll say out
no.
of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That's my
one he's
fault. I was
gotta be
trying
happy
to,
to have
I was trying to
back. There
score.
wasn't a
I
whole
should have
open in
just
the
caught the
zone.
possession.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Snags it for a pick. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I'm sitting on top of him. I'm usually right on top.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. And we're pretty quiet, D.
Jackson now to throw again. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
54's Mike.
One last shot for Jackson. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
All right,
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows?
I'm going to check out see what's going on.
It just wasn't necessary.
Man League, going to try to get some people in there. I'll be there. Yo.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
No, I haven't. How is it? But it's like Fortnite and whatever the other one was I played. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, actually, that's what y'all playing. I definitely jump on. Yeah, that's what you were telling me.